more time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus I'm with someone else.
I'm going to take this primer right here from Smashbox, and I'm going to work that into my skin like this because it is a little bit of a thicker formula that gets into those large pores, so it's going to fill them in and make them look like one even surface. It's also going to help my makeup last longer. For the French side, they usually like to use BB creams or CC creams on their face. Nothing too heavy. What I've read and what I've seen when I was in France, a lot of them just really embrace their natural skin, and if they have flaws, it's very minimal. They're really into skincare, so the micellar water is really big there, a really good moisturizer, and then just something that's going to give your skin an even look and a nice healthy looking glow is what they go for. So for coverage on the French side of my face, I'm going to use something with moisturizer, something that's going to give my skin a little bit more of an even look and hide a little bit of blemishes, but not a full layer of coverage. So I'm going to use the Origins Tinted Moisturizer, and this is a sheer tint release, so it comes out white, but as you work it into your skin, it works into the natural shade of your skin tone. Little dots around your face like this, or if you need a little bit more coverage, like I feel like I do, I'll just put on a little bit more of the BB cream. It's all about looking as natural as possible. You still want your skin to peek through. You want it just to look hydrated, healthy, and glowing. Not like American glow, not like the I want to blind the haters kind of glow. Oh, this is more like a natural, soft, glowing from within kind of glow. This tinted moisturizer is perfect for that. You can still see blemishes, but they're not as intense, and the skin overall just looks even and just a little bit more healthy. So for the American side, we're gonna cake it on like I normally do. This is my life. I love the cake. So for that, I'm gonna take this YSL foundation right here. This is a full coverage foundation. Please ignore my nail. I know. I'm gonna use our imagination and pretend for a second. And you're gonna start to see that my skin flaws are disappearing. With this side, you can still see the skin peeking through, and we're kind of just embracing our skin, what it's going through, and on this side, we're covering it up. So basically, we're just extra. I feel like I need to frame my face before I go any further, so I'm gonna go into the brows. For the brows, I'm using the Brow Wiz from Anastasia in dark brown, and I'm just gonna comb through this foundation that I got on my eyebrow, and then on this side, I'm just literally brushing upwards because it's very natural on this part. So on the French side, they usually like to just fill in the sparse areas, define the natural brow shape a little bit further, but they don't touch the top at all. Comb upwards so they look nice and groomed. Follow that natural shape of the brow. Their thing is not to change how your face naturally flows. So if your brow is going up and around, you just follow that natural flow of your brow. So I'm just going to do the bottom a little bit. It's more about enhancing the natural shape and showing that, you know, your brow is alive. For this side of my face, I would be adding and filling in and shaping and carving out. So I'm gonna fill in the sparse areas and create little brow hairs here. Fill in, so I'm just gonna use the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. Then we're going to carve out the brow. So I have my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. First, starting off with the highlight the brow, carve it out, and then we're gonna do the bottom. So while we're here, we're just going to put some on the lid so that everything is nice and even. We can have a clear, even canvas for our eyeshadow. And then I'm just gonna work my beauty blender right on top of that. And that is the brow for the American side. Very dramatic, very intense, and structured. So for this side of the eye right here, I'm gonna start on applying a little bit of eyeshadow. I did not see anybody with eyeshadow at all. If any eyeshadow is used, it's definitely a very soft crease shade. So I'm gonna take the Morphe 3502 palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm just gonna work that right through the crease, the definition. I wanna use the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I'm changing it up a bit. I honestly think those are too warm for the French side. So I'm taking Smoke and then add a little bit more into the crease, just add a little bit more depth, and right in here. I'm actually gonna bring the Smoke and I'm gonna bring it right on top of the lash line, just to add a little bit more definition. And then on this side right here is very appropriate to use the Morphe palette for this. So I'm gonna take these two shades, work them in my crease. Love warm shades here in the US. So I'm gonna take those and just wash that right into my crease. Grab a few more crease shades because we like really defined creases. So I'm gonna take this brown right here. Now I'm gonna grab a darker brown, something really dark. Let's go with this shade right here. Focus that on the outer part of the crease, down into the lid. And then right on the inner part of the lid, I'm gonna take this brush we used earlier to carve out our brow. And we're gonna just carve out right where our crease would start. So right in here, I'm gonna bring the concealer down. I don't wanna bring it all the way in, just right in the inner third. And then right on top, I'm gonna add this rose gold. It's gonna be a vibrant, intense, shimmery lid. Now I'm gonna just deepen up the crease with this black. I'm gonna add eyeliner to this side of the eye because we like our wings. So I'm gonna do a dramatic wing to add to the drama on this side of the eye. So I feel like I can just do whatever and go crazy with it. One thing I noticed is that they like to use an eyelash curler every single time they do their lashes because this is basically all that they do on their eye unless it's a wing. So I'm gonna curl my lashes before I put on mascara on this side. And to really get the maximum curl out of your lash, I like to pump the mascara and then start to move it up. I usually put on some mascara right away just to prep for lashes. The lashes I'm putting on are from Lily Lashes, and I think these are Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Miamis are a popular lash to wear in the US, but they're just such a beautiful lash. I would wear them no matter where I'm from. So while that dries, I'm gonna go to the French side of my face and I'm gonna start to put on a mascara. This mascara is a really good one, so I'm gonna use this one from Maybelline. It's the Colossal Big Shot, the Makeup Shayla one, Baddest Black. It is my all-time favorite one. I use it all the time. So I'm just gonna use that and then wiggle my brush from the base up into the top. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and then curl them again. So that's pretty much it for the eyelids. Now I'm gonna work on the concealer because I wanna get down to the lower lash line. Tarte Shape Tape is a must. It's very full coverage. It is thick and it covers everything. We're gonna do Instagram makeup. While we're here, we're just gonna highlight this little area right on there, and the chin, the cupid's bow. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. And then on the French side, I'm gonna use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm just gonna do a little bit right in here to brighten it up. So this is the difference between the two. So I'm gonna come over here on this side and start to work that in. We like our faces to look highlighted in every aspect, contoured, and just very dramatic. I learned from the French that they don't like to use brushes really. This doesn't go for everybody, but from what I've seen, the majority don't like to use brushes and they'll use their hands or their fingertips. So I'm gonna use mine. Use this finger since it's nail free. And this is only for people who have dark under eye circles. If you don't have dark under eye circles, concealing is not even necessary. We're gonna mix this shade right here with this one. And we're gonna put that right on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna add a black eyeliner right on the waterline. Put some mascara on my lower lashes. And then for the inner corner, we like bright highlights. And this looks like a bright shade right here. I'm gonna add that to the inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna go in with Smoke for the French side. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color right on the lower lash line, right on the outer part of the lower lash line. And just blend the edges out. Add mascara to the lower lashes. My lashes are pretty dry, so I'm gonna go back over them with a lash curler and then just clamp clamping down. This eye looks a lot more wide awake and fresh. This one is just ready to party. For the American side, we are gonna contour because contouring is everything. For that, I've been using the Fenty Beauty contour stick in Mocha. Cheekbone, we like the cheekbones. Temple, the side of the nose. Everything has to be sculpted, defined. We slim down the nose right there, and bam, we're done with our contouring. On this side of the face, they don't really contour, but they do bronze. I'm gonna use this bronzer from NARS, and I'm gonna use this on my cheeks just to add some color to the cheeks. I just look like two different people to me right now. What about you? They go for more of that golden bronze. I've seen almost every French makeup artist use a cream blush. I'm gonna use this cream blush from Stila. This is the shade Petunia. I'm gonna add a very tiny amount of that to the cheeks. Nothing heavy at all. Literally the smallest amount because you don't like pink cheeks because they don't want to look super young. They want to look like mature women. So a really young baby doll kind of look is not something that they go for. So I just took a little bit of that just to add like a natural glow and flush to the cheeks. For this side of the face, we are not done yet. Setting everything in place with the powder version of what I just did to contour and highlight. So I'm gonna use the Kat Von D palette for that, and I'm just gonna go really fast through that. And then personally, I like to use more of a warm tone bronze. So I'm using the Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder on this side to bronze up the face. It has a little bit more of a warm tone to it. And then for blush, I'm gonna use this powder blush from Kylie. We love us some Kylie. Because they like more of a natural dewy looking highlight, I'm gonna use Peach Frost from Too Faced. It's called a melting powder highlight, so it's a very natural looking highlight. So I'm gonna take this shade right here and just work that on my cheeks. It's gonna be very soft. And then on this side, we love our highlight. We wanna blind people with our highlight. I'm gonna use two actually. I'm gonna use the one from MAC. This is the Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And we wanna work that on the cheek. We wanna blind our haters. On the tip of the nose, right above the brow, cupid's bow, chin. And then I'm gonna take, because we are so extra here, I'm gonna take the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Cocoa Bean. It's something you want to wear when you're just feeling yourself when you wear this. So the difference between the highlights is very extreme. And then for this side of the face, I'm going to use the Kylie Liquid Lip because we love Kylie's lips. But first I'm going to line up the lips. This is the Makeup Forever number 14 lip liner, in case you guys are wondering. And then I'm going to put on this Kylie Velvet Liquid Lipstick in Boysenberry. That is the completed look for the American side. And for the last but definitely not least, French side of the face. So French usually go for the natural lip and the very small flick of the wing, or they go for the bold lip and the very natural looking eye. So since we went the natural looking eye, I'm gonna go for a bold lip. And for that, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible. And this is in the shade Matador. I'm gonna take this, and they love reds. I noticed that a lot of them like red. That is a really pretty red. And this red will not go anywhere because trust me, it is hard to take off. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell.